Un corte eléctrico. Pero tenemos planta. Ladrones de la CD. Entonces yo quiero ver la grabación, inventario. Muestran al chef preparando la última comida de momento en el cliente Spencer y el botón es Owens le entrega algo a Spencer y se marcha. Spencer parece decirle algo al chef que se da la vuelta y sale del cuadrante. Antes de irse, Spencer aprovecha para echarle algo en la comida de Cayetana. Ok. Bueno. Hay problema, Spencer. Te agarramos infraganti.
Please, ask me any... Oh? Tampering? No, no, no. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and... What? That damn... Well, if you must know, it's... an appetite suppressant. How do you...
I've never heard of that. You sure you're talking about terror rays? Their bits tend to give folks the runs.
Oh, that's it. I'm firing my nutritionist this instant. I don't know what you're talking about. This is a brick... As it so happens, I may not have had the terror ray gland acquired for personal use. I may have placed it in Bellamy's meal. But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her. Lie is such a strong word. But even if I had... Terror ray glands aren't supposed to be lethally poisonous. They're supposed to cause extreme lethargy. As if you... She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die. And even then... No, really, you... I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveil. Please think twice about telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns... Tell him, my law, if you aren't a...
Vamos al administrador Ludovico. Pero vamos primero a esta, a ver, porque yo tengo que investigar esta vaina. ¿Dónde es que se baja? Ya, eso sí está lejos, Dios mío. No hay un taxi, una bicicleta que me lleve hasta allá. Ave María Purísima. ¿Qué es lo que yo voy a investigar para allá? Ya, la reina de la actividad.
Anyone else want to camp out in that hunting reserve instead of staying in the penthouse? No? Just me? All right.
Ya. Nada, correr los likes.
Actually, never mind.
Ay, qué loco. Y no era por aquí tampoco.
I don't want to know.
No era por aquí. Pero ahí no era que yo estaba... Ah, no.
Did you hear that someone tore one of the doors?
Rompe un tobillo. Patéano.
Covering you! My face is on me, folks!
Ese animal me dejó casi inválido.
Here I go.
I don't think we ever respected a gate in this colony.
On my way.
Excuse me, Gunther.
LB.
Shit! I've been waiting for this! So
Condenado.
these hullheads sit around in circles and try to invite profit into their life? I hope they get eaten by rats.
Déjame decir una promoción. Vamos a ver. It's Kayla Richards. Hey, I'm doing good. How about you? Una promoción seguro. ¿Y esto?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a
Can you
pungent
hear me?
chemical mix.
Scalar Richards.
Ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances
1, 2,
into your ears may be harmful to your health. Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and or death. Hypothesizing potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome, decapitation.
¿Cómo así?
Slight possibility of calculation error. Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined. Analyzing substance.
Fruitful and productive welcome, brother. I had a feeling you would visit me.
Lo quitamos.
I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you could... Certainly, certainly. But first, I'd love to interest you.
¿Qué seminario? Ni seminario.
Yes, I understand the pressure of one's employment all too well. We've lately been looking into more ways to bolster the retreat stock of bits. But
Hoy
you
en día de la
needn't
llamada.
worry about how this little conversation is affecting my livelihood, brother. Please, take your time. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you. I'm pleased that you know the compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know. None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else?
I don't know, you tell me. How does he look? How does he sound?
Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know? I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further? I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers
How about
over it,
you?
if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my
you
clients
doing
can't pay
today?
their bills. Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for quite some time now, as my disciples can attest. In fact, I haven't visited the Colonials since I arrived several weeks ago. Bad energies, you understand. I hope you now realize that I had nothing to do with Helen's demise.
Parece que no.
Hello, welcome. Welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's private prosperity retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway,
I think I will have to go with
I
Borderlands.
work as the Prophet's
I
right-hand
think that's
woman.
my favorite game.
What can I do for you? Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away. Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day. I was here at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet, who will, I'm sure, reward me.
Do you
for
have
my
any
sacrifice.
an Instagram
Eventually.
or maybe a web page that I can look to it? Maybe.
Certainly. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped. I think so. Had the right... The...
As I said, do you have an Instagram maybe that can see some pictures, something? Okay. Since I am live, I will have to check on it later.
Identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness. Scanning. Checking database of shoe sizes and height-weight ratios. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size. These prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
Okay.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
Okay. ¿Y de dónde salió ese 22? ¿Ese 22 de dónde salió?
7, 21,
Ajá.
1.
¿Y ese uno de dónde salió? Ese más uno que te lo estás sumando.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
to take a breather, ain't it?
Sorry, Kayla. I can't do right now.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours. Scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt. No sign of struggle or evidence of wildlife consumption of body. Suspected likelihood of user correctness, 86%. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
Y este mojón que se metió en medio.
Welcome back, brother. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. Oh, really? No, I think you're mistaken. There was nothing there, I suspect. Who said that? I'll be sure it was a bundle of clothing, brother. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to... Yes. I suppose the more quickly we get off the subject, the better. I had a visitor, yes. But as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now. Yes, that's correct. She may... Well, clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my... Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness. Laws, no. I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon. Nothing quite like clubbing someone over the head. Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky. Besides, the hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse.
Okay.
I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in if her constitution was truly that weak. What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it? No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike.
No, porque eso no tiene sentido.
I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets. No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off.
No,
Someone
no,
else
no.
learned that I killed Helen and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned. Even if you think I'm mad, it doesn't matter. None of this does. Yes, I think that's smart.
Entonces, se llevaron el cadáver. El Ludo. Coño, ¿y qué es lo que tiene esta gente que no dejan que uno viaje? Ludo, tenemos información aquí.
Inspector. Excellent. I trust you have it. Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man of... I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large. Ms. Leyva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The Prophet business has been... So, tell me... She wants to be arrested. That's not the kind of behavior... Does the Prophet strike you? I'll bear that in mind. Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report.
Todavía no sé a quién acusar, Dios mío. Ujú. Y entonces, acusación inconclusa. Ujú.
Tell me, and
Cedric Quintana. No, 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 no. Ahora tengo yo que elegir uno, obligado.
I beg your... There's nothing to prove. I don't understand. Are you trying to make a mockery of justice, or are you really this incompetent? I expect you to deliver the name of Helen's killer. I expect... We're done. I'm defensive, Inspector, because I'm under attack. You're convinced I murdered Halcyon Helen. Are you insane, or do you take me for a Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And killed my patrols. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now. I appreciate your skepticism, Inspector, but this is not a trap. Damn it, someone's interfering with my
Whoever the real killer is, I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludo.
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of tired of...
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no...
Bueno, vamos allá, porque yo realmente la investigación esa no entendí nada. De la psica de gato.
What could
Heads
that
up!
have been?
I'm pleased as pie. Never felt so damn good in my life.
Hablamos nunca, loco viejo. Yo me huele que es una trampa, que te puede que...
Here they come!
Welcome, valued patrons, to our splendiferous source of spectacular spirits and sweets. Rizzo is committed to bringing joy and happiness to our... I see you've stumbled upon a little peek into our distillery. These tanks are...
I think they meant horrible new crimes against humanity, like Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Looks like we're doing this!
Not gonna let no one bring me down!
¿Quién? Pero la tipa dije que estaba muerta.
It's you. I had a feeling you'd catch up to me sooner or later, Inspector. I was just hoping you'd find me standing over the administrator's corpse.
What in law's name? Halcyon Helen, how are you still alive?
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear? Perfect. I'm so glad he's still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about to blow his whole operation to flinders? Brace yourself, Inspector. You're about to learn the biggest secret in the Aetherwave industry. Halcyon Helen was never one person. I shared this role with my twin sister, Belinda.
Are you serious? Halcyon Helen's got a twin sister? I mean, yeah, it's obvious. You know, if you think about it.
Belinda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash on this colony, Belinda paid the price.
My plan to save Halcyon. I'm not a murderer, Inspector. I acted in defense. I had to defend Halcyon's future.
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum Brown. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting parasites.
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life forms. They belong to the highest order of life form, capable of living in perfect harmony with humanity. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host, a bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete. Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy back to Halcyon. I want this colony to smile again. A host only turns violent if they're carrying too many symbiotes, or if they see you as a threat. In its natural state, the relationship between symbiote and host is perfectly harmless. Listen to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had no choice. I couldn't let anyone destroy this colony's only chance at real happiness. But what about Helen? What about all the innocent people she's killed?
No one I crossed off was innocent. Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a reptile. A cold-blooded psychopath who toyed with human lives in the name of scientific advancement. Leora Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. You call it murder? I call it disarming my enemy. The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye on Belinda and I, and report back to his master.
You're being paranoid. I barely knew the fellow.
Don't Belinda and I went, that mascot was there, just watching us with those cold, dead eyes. Ludovico murdered my sister, Inspector. He killed Belinda with his own hands. Dr. Leora Blossom, Maria Keene, that flackwit of a mascot, they were standing between me and Ludovico, so I did what I had to do. I went through them. She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, she refused to stay silent. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but she turned me down. She was honor-bound to report me to Ludovico. Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. We both did what we had to. But in the end, I was the faster shot. You know what you need to do. Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put a stop to this.
Don't listen to her. Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you destroy Halcyon's only chance at real happiness. Think of the future, Inspector. A lifetime of bliss and joy for every colonist in Halcyon. We can make that happen.
It's a deal.
Sounds good to me. Let's get out of here.
We don't have a lot of time. We need to get out of here.
Not so fast. I've sealed the bulkhead doors. You're staying right where you are. I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarkably powerful explosives. Your death should be instantaneous. Goodbye, Inspector. Helen, we won't meet again.
Damn it. He sealed us in, but I think I know another way out. Follow me and stay close. Head through that door. There's another way out. There. I've opened that door. Looks like he sealed the door. Try throwing that switch down there. That should get us through. Nice work. We're close to the exit. We made it. Nice work, Inspector. We may have put a stop to Ludovico's operations, but he's still at large. He's probably gone into hiding, so we're going to root him out. This entire complex has been exposed to those parasites. Law only knows how many they've infected. Most of them won't even know they're carrying a parasite inside of them. If they're showing symptoms, it's probably already too late. Boundless energy, insufferable joy, an almost saccharine attitude of optimism. Then just like that, parasites bursting out of their bodies, fat and wriggling with vital energy. airborne pesticide of some kind. I think you may be onto something. Let's meet back at your penthouse. We'll ready our next move. See you soon.
It's strange. When you walk through that door, I half expected to see Belinda.
¿Cómo así?
Belinda and I practically shared a life.
Me parezco.
Losing her feels like losing a limb. She's conspicuous by her absence. I appreciate the sympathy, Inspector. Thank you. We shut down Ludovico's distillation plant, but he's not going to sit idly by. If he can't use Spectrum Brown to infect the colony, he'll resort to some kind of backup plan. I stole this formula from Dr. Blossom, a failed prototype of Spectrum Brown. Look at this. The prototype had the opposite effect, and actually made you immune to the parasites.
Okay.
This is Halcyon. Everyone's already miserable. Little more to... We're going to need 2 ingredients. A sample of essence of sprat, and 1 intact pod of parasite eggs. Cedric's warehouse in the Perea spaceport almost certainly carries a batch of sprat essence. As for the pod, I'd check the Wilderness Reserve if I were you.
Okay.
I borrowed a centrifuge from the research lab. Use the ingredients to synthesize an antiparasitic. I'm glad I could count on your expertise. Once you're finished, head to the pilot house. We'll hijack the control system and disperse the cure into the atmosphere. That should kill off most of the parasites. I know Cedric. There's nothing he wants more than a chance to eliminate Best of luck. Yes, Inspector. I did. Leora Blossom and Maria Keene were on Ludovico's side. They chose to stand between me and my sister's killer. I had to cross them off. He was clearly a spy for Ludovico. He was never far from Belinda or from me. We could hardly take a step outside our hotel without spotting that giant red mask somewhere in the periphery. It's like he was stalking us, watching our every move. He was working for Bertie Holcomb, but that doesn't... I mean, why was he always... Oh dear. Yes. I'll find his closest living relative and send them an autographed copy of Terror on Monarch.
Oye, esa abusadora.
What floor?
Dame coger el tigre sí para que me ayude Cedric. Lo bueno de este juego es que muchas de las...
Smile, damn you! Laugh! I said laugh louder!
Law, how'd you get in?
Cedric, hay problema allá afuera.
Inspector, I'm afraid you may find the spaceport is at the... Regardless, you must have... Oh, my. You mean Lou was up to no good this whole time?
El Ludo.
It's an ambitious plan, but tell me. I am. Forgive me. Humor as a coping mechanism in tense situations.
Como yo.
You understand? You can expect slug support. I'll arrange for my agents to meet you at the distillation station. I'll do that. I think one of our checkpoint guards is as thrilled as I am to assist you in taking down Lou. I imagine you have a plan for getting out of the...
Claro.
Are you really? I'll admit, I'm awfully fond of my agents. To see them... Thank...
No hay que decirle que estoy trabajando con la tipa, ¿para qué?
I'm pleased that... What could that have been? I'm a good ball! Nobody messes with you, boss! Just wanted to be with us.
Vamos ya a buscar esta vaina. Para crear la vacuna definitiva.
Wow, nice work.
Nice.
Vámonos de aquí por aquí mismo. Misión activa, la cura. Bueno, por aquí mismo, que más derecho. Derechito. Ah, pero esta es la vaina de la tipa. Yo creía que habíamos venido aquí.
Here they come.
Hablamos ahora, me voy. Yo estaba aquí. No hablé con ella que estaba ahí arriba.
You need... Nope. That must be what's on my desk. You're welcome to... You...
Sintetiza el antidepresivo. ¡Ay, diablo! ¡El diablo! No se puede viajar a otro punto. Entre esas 4 vainas que hay ahí.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Tenemos que llegar para allá, para el culo del mundo. De tantos sitios que yo he viajado, para allá yo no he viajado. Dije que no, yo estoy seguro que yo viajé para allá. 15 minutos que dura ahora corriendo para allá.
Did I hear something? Maybe. Jackass is incoming!
Claro que yo pasé por aquí. Pues sería hasta ese punto nada más que yo llegué.
I'll show you happiness!
Incoming!
Don't you frown at me! But how you
Me voy. Ese proyecto no es conmigo.
Phaeton. Affirmative. Dispersing. Incoming message from Rizzo's distillation station.
What have you done? What in law's name have you done? You hijacked our atmosphere. Are you trying to kill us all? No. You're trying to kill my symbiotes. I'm not going to let you destroy everything I've built. I can still fix this. I can undo the damage you've done.
End of transmission.
Qué problema con esta vaina, que no se puede viajar desde aquí adentro. Voy a reparar el arma esta. ¿Qué fue que yo vi el mueble de trabajo aquí? Otra vez a probar la tienda aquí. Bueno, yo no voy a bregar mucho, ¿no? Así como tan yo brego. Ah, este tigre que se prepare, que voy para allá. Y con los ayudantes de Cedric. Me quedé sin tobillo.
Incoming!
Heads up! Join us! You'll be happy you did!
Trying to infect me with your sorrow?
Eso lo quito ahí arriba, tranquilo.
Smile! It's time to play! Join us! You'll be happy you did!
¿Dónde está el banco de trabajo?
Here we go. To the
belly of the beast.
I can't hear you laughing! Let's turn that sound upside down! Neat! What's this attitude? Oh, yeah! I'll show you happy there, Miles!
Yo creo que esto no es necesario. Vamos a poner... Ya, y esto está dañado también.
Don't hide.
Funning me out. Did I hear something? Maybe.
El ludo.
Yes, I know you're hungry. Be patient. I'll feed you soon enough. Just a guest. The one I told you about. The inspector. Welcome. We were just talking about you. You and I are standing in the presence of royalty. Don't worry. You'll meet her soon enough. I know what you've done. Hijacked Phaeton. Contaminated the air we breathe with your poison.
Cuando viene este tiene un parásito
You
también.
think you've saved this colony? All you've done is robbed Halcyon of its last chance at real happiness. And you've angered my queen. The queen of symbiotes, a creature of endless compassion and unfathomable intelligence. The next sovereign of Halcyon. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to feed you to the queen, and then I'm going to find a way to repair the damage you've done.
Okay.
Don't be afraid. She can smell fear, and it makes her absolutely ravenous. Your Highness. Dinner is served. Wait, no, not me. Them! Merciful law! Stop!
Qué triste, Ludo, qué triste. Feli. Realmente fue demasiado fácil esto.
Making it look easy.
This machinery cluster is now active. Please exercise caution.
Ok. Pude haber activado eso. ¿Ya? Está sellado por ahí, ¿por dónde salgo? Ok.
You gotta show me how you did that.
Damn, got some nimble fingers, Captain.
Okay.
You made it. I guess happy customers really are repeat customers. Here, I had something I wanted to give you. This is a golden ticket, good for one free tour of the Purpleberry Orchards.
Here they come!
Por si acaso. Vaya a hacer cosas y opcional, habla con Cedric y habla con Cayetana. ¿Cómo que voy a salir de aquí ahora?
You make it look so easy.
Oh, aquí fue así, ok.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, eaten alive by the queen of the brain slugs wasn't on that list.
Pero tú ni llegaste a ayudarme. Solo estaba yo allá.
Is that so strange? I imagine this moment would be a little more cathartic. But Belinda's still gone, and I don't feel all that different. Hilarious, Captain. You must be very popular with your crew. I can't go back to the way things were. I can't return to my old life because it was never my life to begin with. It was shared. Never mind, you don't need to listen to this. Thank you again for your help, Captain. I never would have made it this far without you. You're right. She wouldn't. She was always braver than me, you know. I was always the defeatist. Gave up too easily and she never let me forget it. And now, without Belinda, I think I have to give up on being Halcyon Helen. She wouldn't be pleased to hear me say that, but I don't have much of a
Como
choice.
regresa de la muerte.
You're right. I'm despairing, and that's not worthy of me. It's not worthy of my sister. Thank you, Captain. I needed to hear that. If you don't mind...
Bye-bye.
It all worked out in the end, wouldn't you say, Inspector? Ludovico was eaten by a giant slug? What an absolute tragedy. There's only room for one slug boss on Eridanos.
Nos fuimos, creo que aquí acabó ya.
Sam, my vacuum tubes require evacuating. Welcome back, Captain. Or shall I call you Inspector?
Inspector
What can I do for you? During your absence, I passed the time by simulating a number of hypothetical conclusions to this case. Unfortunately, my understanding of the facts is limited, and my appraisal of the individuals involved is not flattering. Therefore, my conclusions are inaccurate. My simulations have yielded several possible causes of death. Halcyon Helen may have been killed by one or all of the following: asphyxiating on Rizzo's Spectrum Brown, grappling with a primal while inebriated, killed by an overzealous fan, death by automechanical, or profound loneliness. How close were my estimations? Please do so. That seems impossible. Can you elaborate for me? Interesting. I did not account for the possibility of multiple identities in my simulations. This information is valuable to me. I will update my behavior simulation protocol accordingly. Thank you, Captain. How can I be of assistance? May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
Un buen comentario. Entonces, diario. Bueno, ya con eso terminamos. Terminamos la historia principal, terminamos el DLC 1 y el segundo DLC. Hasta ahí entonces la historia de Outer Worlds. ¿Con qué continuamos entonces luego de esto? ¿Qué título será? Me llama la atención uno que se llama Aquiles ahí. Y nada. Vamos a ver por qué me decido a seguir jugando. Mientras tanto seguiremos jugando Warzone. Estoy jugando ahora Diablo 4 con unos amigos ahí. Tal vez subamos contenido de eso. Y nada, nos vemos la próxima.